Yo, what's up my peeps? Awesome Zach for the win here. And here we are, the Big Dipper in 3D. So right now we're in the solar system, and well, we're getting out of the solar system, but we're looking at the solar system. And this right here, we're in the Oort cloud right now, so that's where we're placed. So we're gonna go to the zoom out in 3, 2, 1, and go. So right past the Oort cloud, stars start to move. So now that we're out of the Oort cloud, I'll show you exactly how far this is. So we'll keep zooming out. And we'll get smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. That's how far the stars are from us. That's where we are, that's where the stars are. Now that is so crazy and far, it's actually almost insane, and there's no way we'll be able to get there without a very high-tech spaceship. Something in the future. But right now this is which way we're actually heading in the future. The Big Dipper is going from, so the solar system's racing around the Milky Way, right? But this star right here, Alkaid and Dubhe, are not part of the same system of movement. Those stars aren't moving in the same direction as all of these stars. Mizar, Alioth, Megrez, Fade, and Merrick. So that's why they're moving down. So as we get in the future, it will start to move more and more and more and more down like this until, bam, the ultimate square has formed. And this is a perfect representation simulation that I've been building for a very, 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 very long time. And I'm so glad I finally got it built. So this is what it will look like, the Big Dipper will look like in 100,000 years. And we just had a comet pass not too long ago. And they said we won't see that comet for another 600,000 years. Well, in 600,000 years, since the solar system is right here right now, and you just saw 100,000 years, that's the sun right there in the solar system in there. So the solar system's that little dot right there. That's the solar system, that yellow dot, because the sun shines and stuff like that. So since it will look like that, since it's 600,000 years, I just showed you guys what the Big Dipper will look like in 100,000 years. Now, how crazy will that look? Well, it's not an easy thing to say, but if you keep going that way, so here's Ursa Major right now, right? So as we go in the future, so that's like 100 years. So as we keep going in the future, we are going on a loop in a circle. We are going this way towards the Big Dipper, kind of. So 100,000 years, it will look it will look absolutely insane. 100,000 years, it will go under, and then it's because the blanket's there, but you get it. So it will go down, the ultimate square will go down as well, and then Dubhe will be insane. So in 100,000 years, it could possibly also, or 600,000 years, it could possibly flip, and it could look like this in 600,000 years. So yeah, it will be crazy. So yeah. Where is this exactly, you might be asking? Where is this located? Well, this is located actually very, very far. The solar system is located far away from Ursa Major. So the stars are here. We're right here. Now let me put this into perspective for yourself for a second. So if we're here, how small do you think we are if we're like still in the Oort cloud? We're very, very far. We're very, very small. So as we go out, everything starts to get compressed. Now you'll see exactly how far we are. So now I'm looking exactly way up in the air, okay? So now I'm, there's the solar system right there, that dot right there. And the Oort cloud, which is that dot right there. The stars are still that far away. So we are very, 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 very far away from those stars. Because we're small, first thing, that's number one. And also because there's such thing as vastness, which is the vast open space. So I'm going to say the vast opens of space. So we are very, very, very far. Closest star is Megrez, as you can see right here. That's the closest star. That is very, very, very far from the solar system. Most distanced is Dubhe. And I don't know exactly how many light years that is. But that is very, very far as well. And it's not one star. So let's go back to the solar system real quick. Now, what will it look like to go towards the star Dubhe? Well, it will actually be very, very interesting. So let's go back in the Oort cloud. Okay, so now that we're in the Oort cloud in the solar system. So here we go. So we're going to go towards Dubhe in 3, 2, 1, and go. So we just got out of the Oort cloud. Now we're heading towards Dubhe. So this will look like, this is what it would look like going towards Ursa Major. It would start to get all crumbled, and then first it would pass Merrick. Sorry, my camera's shaking a lot. And then that's your trajectory, Dubhe. Now Dubhe isn't one star. Dubhe is exactly 4 stars. Dubhe 1, Dubhe 2, Dubhe 1A, Dubhe 2A, Dubhe 3B, Dubhe 1B, Dubhe 2B, which is right in there, as you can see. Well, it's hard to see. I mean, I can't really. Now you can see it. All the 4 stars. So that's how far Dubhe is. And now, Alkaid's, I know that's 104 light years right off the bat. I know that right off the bat. 104 light years, and that's just one big star, actually, right here. It's just one big star. That's how it's represented. And Mizar has 4 stars in it as well. So these 4 stars here, you're not going to actually see them. It's actually they're very, very small. Mizar is just 1 star here as well. And then it's just 1 LED, but then so I'm going to explain exactly how many are in there. So there's Mizar, Alcor, Uma 1A, Uma 2A, Uma 1B, Uma 2B. So there's 4 stars in there too. Then Alioth is 1 big bright star, which is right here. And even that star is pretty far as well. So, and then there's Megrez, the dimmest star in the asterism, or they call it constellation, because it used to be called a constellation, but it turned to an asterism when we found out there was more stars and it looked like a bear. And then Fade, that is a very bright star as well, which is right here. And then Merrick, it's pretty bright as well, but not as bright as Fade. It's a little bit, just a tiny bit dimmer, but yeah, that's Merrick. So now the brightness of these stars. So Dubhe's number 1, the brightest. Alkaid's number 2, the brightest. So that means Alioth's the third brightest. Fade is, which is this star here, Fade is the fourth brightest. And then Merrick's the fifth brightest. Mizar's the sixth brightest. And then Megris is the seventh brightest, so that's the dimmest star. So, yeah, that's how the whole thing of that works. So this is Ursa Majoris, the galactic moving group. So this took a very, very, very long time to build. It took like 2 months, 3 months, I'm thinking. It's already Christmas. I freaking started this thing back in Halloween or something like that. Something crazy, something ridiculous. But yeah, it's finally finished. And yeah, it looks really, really good. Really, really good. As you can see, it's like, it's 3 boxes. So it's that box, this big box here, and then Dubé's on this box here. That's the only way I could build it, to be honest, because these are positioned in different ways. I actually use directions to make this. Now, what this looks from an angle, and also how the ultimate square is formed, is which is this thing here. It's a curve. That's what forms the ultimate square. And then, so here, I'll go to all the way to Merrick, and you'll see this curve. There's the curve. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. So that's what forms that curve. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, subscribe. Awesome Zach for the win out. And yeah. Try to get in frame. Peace.